We're here.
We are here.
And so that happened. It has to, for me to retain my reputation.
Karma's a bitch. Queen of Karma. We are here. We are Onpassive. Shining bright into the future, we rise high with one heart and revolution, lifting up humanity as we rise, standing tall, hand in hand. We are the unicorn, we are the stars. To win it, to win it.
So that happened. And as we grew even bigger, more and more haters joined the club. And sadly, uh, even the last couple of years, it got to the point where even former staff became bad apple and they start snitching. But the good news is we're clean people, we're an open book, we're transparent. That's who we are. So fast forward, we have been working really hard. This cost us millions. I don't think this is going to shock you. The process with the SEC, and it affected our KYC as a business abroad. And, it got a little bit more complicated, bigger than we thought. Here's the good news. Very soon, this will be behind us. We're grateful, we're thankful for your support, your prayers, your patience, that you believed in us, and that's the reason you're here. We have reached an initial resolution, and I hear a lot of rumors outside, and people are speculating. I just want you to leave it here. Whatever you hear outside, I'm not responsible for it. And if somebody's telling you a different story, they're definitely up to a bad intention. You follow me? So the truth is, we have worked hard. It was a painful process, very expensive. In fact, we have one of the best law firms, not just in the United States of America, but probably globally. Happy to give you updates, but leave it here. It's not over yet, but we're in the final touch-ups of a final settlement. And once it's sent to the court, which is a civil court in Central Florida, Orlando specifically, and it will be hopefully dismissed, okay? And we'll leave this behind us. But we have things to do between now and then. Uh, that's the best possible outcome. We could keep on fighting all the way and go to court, but honestly, it exhausted a lot of finances. Also, they believe, there's not going to be much to go after. So realistically, it's just a mutual settlement. Everybody would be happy, and we're still cooperating until the end, even beyond the case with them. All right. So technically, just to be clear with you, Onpassive will not be shut down. Okay. So be clear on that. We're not going anywhere. and it's not causing any harm or any threat to anyone by, obviously the outcome is telling. So hopefully we'll give you the final update in the coming weeks, but I think this is enough for this topic. Okay. So at some point we had like almost three locations. One is like winding down. The second one is still, on, and then opening up while we were investigated. Okay, but we decided to focus on one location, and we took that uh, large building you recall a few floors in Hyderabad, and at some point we had 700-800 people. I always aim for maximum capacity. But with COVID, a couple of years were in between, they slowed us down and we wanted to have, social distancing. Anyway, uh, moving forward, after the fallout in July 2024, technically in June, we realized that it's too broken to be stitched back. That's when things, got really more south, okay, and went down. And the more complication, more corruption. So they've attracted or trapped a few of our good people in India to become a part of this plot. And then we we're trying to get rid of a few, but it sounds like it's too broken to be fixed. So as much as it sounded like it was not as smooth in India, but it was moving. It was not perfect. Okay, I had my pains with our Indian teams. Okay, but it was still moving. This is how unfortunate is life. You do good, people stab you. But for the most part, I'm really honored for the people I got to know in our Indian team, and forever I'm thankful to them. But that building had to shut down and okay, restart. Where and how and all of that, we'll talk about that in the future. But that building is not operating for Onpassive as we speak. No one is an active employee in the Hyderabad location. No one. I am morally obligated to settle their salaries, outstanding payroll that was caused by others. Just moral obligation. Even if I didn't have the payroll funds or control of them, I was committed personally from my own personal. So we're working out a settlement with the labor deputy, and hopefully everybody will be satisfied or pleased, or will come up to a satisfactory resolution in the coming weeks, and that will be also uh, a happy ending to our former staff. Okay, and I regret, that we had to move forward. It just an unfortunate thing. We go to the next location. Obviously, that's an easy one. Okay. You figured out like we're no longer operating in Dubai, right? Since that time. And that's basically the source of all the complications. Now, a couple of locations were tied up to uh, Dubai, okay, directly managed by them. They were not productive, and I'm glad they're not uh, functional and not operating at the moment. Singapore, we put a lot of money in Bangladesh. We got nothing but trouble from there. We've located, I paid whether payroll for individuals there or for office locations, licenses, paperwork, whatever, well over a year plus. Okay, I can't even count the time, and got nothing in return. Not even one day that we operated in Bangladesh. Egypt, we built it from scratch. You've seen the videos, nice building. It was expensive, luxurious location, all of that. And the general manager was complicit as well in the plot in Dubai, and was also not doing the right thing. Okay. And other ventures around, just not the specific office, but other ideas or projects wherein the development did not evolve well. And that brings up, the topic to our ex-employees, whether by the delay or get them mixed up with the feeling, the trust, all of that, they've got to face what they deserve. And we leave it there. So at the moment, all those mentioned locations, okay, we have no operation and no employees, and voluntarily, I will not be in contact with them until we settle a few things, including some governments over UAE, Egypt, and of course, India and United States, what they will, like SEC is one of them, to recover some of the funds, okay, that they really, until today, they're trying to get away with them. Until today. And I'm talking about uh, millions. I'm talking about a property in Burj Khalifa that I paid for as a company, as an individual. But in the midst of all of that, I was always thinking, this is going to be temporary, this is going to pass. We should be more future driven and having solutions. So this is the situation with the offices, with the employees. Okay, so at the moment, of course, the Orlando office still there. We're not shutting down Onpassive, just to let you know. We're not shutting down. I'm gonna get to a painful part now, which is the affiliate commissions. That's when I said I'm no longer tolerating this to continue. I said we're gonna that's it. We're gonna have to hit the brake. Until this is paid, we will move on. All right. There are two merchants with the amount of $52 million on hold. That was just enough to pay the payroll at the time for the different locations and the commissions. We had roughly like $30 million commission. So they persisted to get to recover those funds, try to funnel them out. Obviously, I'm glad the funds were seized by the central bank in UAE. I'm so happy that happened. If they got away with the money, it's over. It will be harder. We will give them. In fact, there are people already wanted, for the Interpol, or I'm telling you, I wish time, like we could speed up time and forward, and I will be able to tell you exact uh, details. But for now, you need to know they will not get away with it. It's insane to even think or dare thinking they will get away with this. This is money and hard work for so many thousands, whether it's $20 or $20,000. And it's not that. Go to, I'll be happy to sell my organs, no exaggeration, and pay it if it was my fault. Matter of principle. It's not a matter of like, I know we could recover this funds. So that's why I went all the way. At any cost, we need to win this. So this is where we are. This is funds on hold. It's not going to be today or tomorrow, but make no mistake, it's going to be recovered. Okay, we have governments now involved. No joke. I'm going to spell it out if it's okay. SEC is going to recover that money. This is the United States government. I'm cooperating with that. That's why I'm not going to be able to talk to anybody of the employees just in case for any information, but I'm going to provide what they ask, all of that, and everybody knows the truth as of now. So we are past the data collection, the investigation, all of that. Now it's just the execution, and they will not get away with it, even under the ocean. They will not get away with it. It's at a global scale, and they've had a chance to come back, apologize, ask for forgiveness, and fix this. They had months, and uh, this brings up the topic is where we are in Onpassive today. It's not going to shut down, even as just because, okay, we're going to keep it. All right. Just because we're here.
We are here.
And those locations, I told you the status. Do I need to reopen them? We'll talk about this. But it's very obvious, I want to be respectful to your intelligence, that is not a quick process. This will take more time to settle all those cases, all those issues, all those complications. It will take a bit of time, but it will be solved and resolved. Everything will be behind us. And at that time, I'll be able to uh, give more details if necessary. What I can tell you, and this is when I would say uh, 2024 was the best year ever. Why? Because that's when you work hard, but all of a sudden you get that push by God Almighty. What I have to offer you at the moment, it has to, for me to retain my reputation and recover all of those losses, logically, it has to be much greater than what we thought previously. We have to outdo ourselves in a way. We're not going to come back to the same level or a smaller level. So we need to top what we've aimed for before, okay, or formally. So I'm just going to say one word about the direction. Okay, you may speculate: is it going to be a different business? Is it going to be a different? I'm not going to say that today. All right, is it going to be on Fusion? Is it going to be on Passive 2.0? Is it going to be? The answer is, for now, it is not what you think. Okay, none of the speculations I've heard so far. Brother Chris Johnson come to me almost daily. Right? Oh, I just heard this. Yay or nay? Nay. Okay. So it's not what you think. All right. And I will say this: it turned out, and that's what made me believe it's not me. Okay. It turned out a lot better than what I worked for. You understand this point? I it stretched my appetite in a way for what's possible. And now I'm thinking back, yes, that's how it should be in the first place. But who am I to nail it from the first attempt, the first round? Why? I need to be schooled. I need to be tortured. I need to mop the floor with my, intelligence in a way so I can be a little bit more educated. Once uh, I have more details on the commissions, they will be recovered. There are more, uh, I would say, departments and authorities are involved to give this $52 million. $26 with Network International is one of the processors, 26 million or similar US dollars. All right. Those are your commissions. We will get them back. But we're not going to pause about having a resolution moving forward. Okay? We will be thrilled, not just pleased, thrilled. I guarantee I will have full forgiveness for those who believe to say, I'm glad this happened. And maybe the final topic I want to say, okay, if you are in Onpassive and you're wondering how we're going to move on, and like, is it going to be a migration? Is it going to be the same, different back office, different name, whatever? Okay. I just want to say something. Okay. Technically, I could just tell you we're done. I'm over. It is very obvious. I fought to keep this when I had every reason to say, you know what, I'm going to throw the towel, let me quit, and walk away clean. I had the opportunity. I have it as of today. I could have done it 1,000 chances I've got in the last few years to say, you know what, it's too complicated. I meant to do this for you, but it's destroying my life. I have to let it go. You go figure out your life. I'm not asking you for anything. So for the belief is what I want, So for you giving me that trust and belief, I'm not going to disappoint you. You bomb me, you nuke me, you chop me off, I will not let you down. If I say it, even if it costs me my life, just for the moral commitment I have for you and humanity, I will deliver. What's in it for me? My morality. That's who I am. My principles is not about how much I make or lose. I don't care. It's not going to affect my life. It's not going to change a thing about my life. I think many of you know me enough or close enough to know personal things about me. It doesn't even intrigue me or entice me. But to have a better positive outcome from this revolutionary transition and transformation, I think we've got to work together, and it can be done doing the right thing. Okay, because we're humans before anything else. I'm a human before I'm a businessman or inventor or whatever you call leader. We're human, so we need to go back to the basics. Yet in endorse and adapt the transformation and the evolution. And things don't happen just by wishing. Taking action is necessary. And you've got to take a risk. This is what I did. I was very honest with you from the beginning. I said, I'm taking a risk. Every day, we take risk in anything. But it's worth to take a risk on a good cause, on something. What if it works? Okay, versus, it's not going to happen. You're still going to take the risk. And we were not created just to lay down and be fed and sleep and kumbaya. That's a definition of an animal. I hope this will inspire you in any way. I didn't mean to get preaching. Uh, I am aiming for a weekly webinar at the moment. So our next webinar could be next week. This time, all right, if that works out for you. And we're going to try to allow more leaders to come in and, get warm up again and get engaged. And we will do the best moving forward. So keep in mind, moving to Onpassive, like all of that, I said, we will clear the balances. We're not going to park or do anything or settle in any way until those commissions are paid. Again, just out of morality. I know a lot of you would say, you know what, can we just move forward? Okay. Yeah, we can do that, but not me. Okay. So for that, I will discuss with the leaders and we'll see how we can give or like either full amnesty or grandfather at a good deal where it will be sweet for no cost, obviously, just because we like to be the light in this darkness. All right. We like to be a good beacon of hope, uh, and give people a chance. It's brutal enough outside. It's slippery. It's muddy, and I know we could do better. Wanted to get you up to speed. So many things needed to be addressed to settle some of the rumors and set the theme for the coming weeks and throughout the year. You have something good. I have something good. We have good intention to do something to make a difference. Uh, I think we have every reason to push for it and to fight as hard as possible. As I always say, the harder the battle, the battle, and the tougher the battle, the sweeter the victory. It's been, yeah, a little tough, but we can take more. Uh, and we are in it to win it. We are winners by definition. No joke. No joke. So keep your wallet away. I'm not here to rob you. And I always thought together we can make this happen even to a new level, make a massive difference together. So let's do it. Be be the light of your neighborhood or your surrounding. Okay, it's all about networking. It's all about people. It's not about the exact formula or the structure of all of that. Better structure than what we've had. But moving forward, uh, it's going to be a new chapter, and we will make sure we have you, always in the heart, and we'll have people as our priority to uh, be considerate, be kind, and of course, we'll always do the right thing. That's a fact. We'll always do what's best and what's right. So that happened.